Hello, all. This is Emily Benson, career coach and academic. You can find me at emilybensonphd.com. And this is an installment of what I'm calling the Secret Language of Careers, a little YouTube series that I'm doing. And today I wanted to talk about this language that we're dealing with right now of essential versus non-essential workers, right? And these are really powerful words. And of course, they have a very powerful implication on what we're allowed to do right now in the midst of this pandemic that we're facing. It just brings up a lot of feelings, I think, for many of us, right? To be called essential or non-essential. I'm not in a field that is considered essential. I'm in academia, but we can do all our work online. So we're okay. And I think, the administration of my university has done a great job of really talking about how important our work is right now. And, that what we're doing when we reach out to students is mission critical. I feel that a lot of my career coaching work right now is essential, but it does, just recall some memories that I have. I remember early in my career, one of my close coworkers was planning to quit. He was a really vital member of our human resources team that I worked with. He was a mentor to me, and he didn't feel like he was being treated very fairly, and his pay wasn't where it should have been. So, it was time for him to move on, which I totally understood. But I think that when he left, he thought that he was going to get a bigger reaction from our superiors. But they were kind of like, okay, bye, that's fine. And I think he was, a little bit hurt that they saw him as so disposable. And then after that, I had some conversations about this with coworkers and my superior, my boss at the time. And he talked about, none of you really are necessary. We will keep going no matter, if that guy left or if you left or if I leave. This organization's still going to function really well. People come and go. And that kind of woke me up to this situation that we have in a lot of the jobs that we have, right? So many organizations and leaders of organizations, leaders of organizations treat workers as non-essential, right? So, which is true to a fact. A healthy organization should be able to lose any one person and still function and keep going really well. So where is this balance between making your employees feel essential and vital, and also recognizing that some people have a different path in life, and if they leave, the organization itself is still going to be very healthy? I think there's a way to do that. I think that leaders, can make us feel really essential and vital and important. And if they aren't doing that, I think there is something wrong. And so many of the clients that come to me, they come to me before a job or career change because they are made to feel so non-essential in their work, right? There's something in our human condition that wants us to feel, we want to feel vital. We want to feel like we are critically important, and our work is critically important. And if, we're treated like we aren't, then we want to go, which I understand. So now we're in this interesting position of some of the worst treated workers in our economy, lowest in terms of being low paid, especially, right? And, not getting lots of benefits, health benefits, full-time work, not being paid the highest salaries, culturally treated as sort of insignificant in this capitalist economy that honors wealth so much over anything else. Now, they're being, every minute we're hearing that they're essential workers. And, I'm really hoping for a shift in our mental, cultural, collective understanding of workers, the types of workers, teachers, of course, people in the food supply chain, healthcare workers, a shift in our thinking and a deep understanding of how essential those workers are, right? And then I think it's also a good time for us to do our own reckoning with our understandings of our work and how we can contribute to society, and really thinking about, how do I do something that's essential? How do I frame my work as essential? Are there ways to tweak it? Is there something I can do to make it feel more meaningful? Or do I need to make a larger change in order to really feel that you are a critical part of this, connected network of people that we have in our world? So this is just a little bit of musing about, and I think a call for all of us to do a little bit of reflection on these concepts of essential versus non-essential, and thinking about who are the essential people in our lives that we rely on for our goods and services, and also how do we become essential, and how do we treat other people as essential. Yeah, I have more thoughts about this that I'm going to be exploring in some writing coming up, but I'd love to hear any thoughts that you have too about being essential versus non-essential, or any new recognitions that you have about essentiality, and how you might learn from this time, and what you might do and say differently going forward. I know that I'm reflecting on it a lot. All right. Thanks for listening, and I'd love to hear your feedback. You can always find me at emilybensonphd.com.